Most golfers only have one tee shot. They grab their driver and swing as hard as they can on every hole. The problem? Every hole demands something different off the tee. If you want to keep your scorecard clean, today I'm giving you the 3 tee shots every golfer should have. The bullet, the bomb, and the sniper. Learn these and you'll have a weapon for life. Real quick, we're giving away a $250 PGA Tour Superstore gift card this month. Just subscribe to it. Let's hop into it. The bullet, the low flight controlled fairway finder. When to use, into the wind, narrow fairways, or when you need position over distance. The only key adjustment, tee the ball so it is even with the crown of the club. Execution, same swing effort. The lower tee height naturally produces a flatter, more penetrating flight that holds its line. Why it works? It's lower launch and tighter dispersion, keeping the ball in play when you can't afford a miss. All right, so for our first example, we're gonna do what I call the bullet shot. And all that is you take your driver and you tee it low. I like to tee it up so that the top part of the ball is at the crown of the club, so it doesn't go above the club face at all. That will induce a lower shot, a little left to right, without having to do anything crazy to your swing. So I set up the exact same way, ball off the left heel, point to where I want to hit the ball, and then it should bleed off to the right a little. And obviously, because I teed it lower, it should also go a little bit lower. And it's also what I would call a fairway finder. Let's see what we can do here. We're on the first hole, about 370. My aim point, as always, is towards that bridge where the stakes are. And what it should do is start off in that area and then cut back to the right. And the other reason I want to hit a bullet on this hole strategically is the danger on the left is the bunker that I should be able to easily carry with the driver, and we'll stay away from the 2-stroke penalty area of water on the right. So here we go. Let's see how we do it. All right, so I tugged it just a little bit and it kind of went straight. It didn't cut, but it served its purpose. Just a little bit left of our target. A nice low shot. You can also hit that into the wind. Very easy shot to hit. You just need to make sure you tee it up the right height and take your normal swing. Same position in your normal setup. You're just adjusting the tee height. So here's a second example of hitting a bullet and where it comes in handy. So this hole goes slightly left to right. My aim point is just right of that big oak tree. And since I'm doing the bullet and teeing it lower, it should squeeze out to the right a little bit, also known as a fairway finder. Why I like this shot this much is I'm not really changing anything. I'm playing the ball from the left heel like normal. I'm taking the same kind of swing that I do when I'm trying to hit a bomb or a full send or something really deep. And the kind of crazy thing about it is there's not a big differential in the distance usually, but this one's the fairway finder because it's a little bit more controlled, a little bit more spin on it. Is the shot I want to hit when I have to hit the fairway. So let's see how we do. And Jen, that's about perfect. It might be a little bit higher than I intended, but should be down there in the fairway, and we might actually have a chance to get on the par 5 and 2. The bomb, max carry, and all the distance you've got. When to use, wide landing areas, downwind, or par 5s that you want to reach into. The key adjustment, tee the ball so half the ball is above the crown of the driver. Execution, same swing effort, same swing position. Just the higher tee promotes an upward strike for a high launch and max carry. Why it works? You're maximizing distance potential without changing your motion, just letting tee height optimize launch conditions. So on this shot, we're gonna do an example of the bomb. The only difference between the bomb and the bullet, it's the same kind of setup, ball off my left heel. The only difference I'm making is tee height adjustment. I try to swing with the same kind of tempo and swing speed. All the adjustment is the tee height. The lower you go, you hit the bullet, which is the low squeezer. Higher you go, you hit it higher in the air with more of a draw bias on the shot. Let's take a shot at this bomb shot right here and see how we do. That was beautiful. All right, here's a good example of where you would hit the bomb. This fairway is wide open. It's a longer hole. It's about 420, and then it plays even longer when you hit the second shot up the hill. So I really want to get this one down the fairway as far as possible. Seeing how I have probably like a 80 to 90 yard fairway, it's a green light to hit the bomb. So once again, to hit the bomb, it's same as any driver setup. Ball's off my left heel. I'm gonna take it back and swing at the same kind of tempo and speed that I would with the bullet or the bomb. The only difference is the tee height. So let's see how far we can get it out there. That's pretty good, Jen, right down Broadway. I think I got it past that tier, so probably got about 130 in from there. So with the carry and roll, I got it probably about 280, 290. The Sniper stock layup for precision positioning. When to use: short par fours you can't or should not drive, and any tee shot where driver brings too much into play. Key adjustment: use a core 3/4 to full swing that produces your stock 200 to 230 yard carry with a club that you can repeat under pressure. Often a hybrid, driving iron, or fairway wood. Execution: same motion every time, same target approach. This is your automatic fairway finder that leaves a full approach you like. Why it works: it takes hazards and penalty strokes out of play, puts you in scoring range, and removes guesswork on holes designed to trick aggressive players into big mistakes. This is going to be an example of a sniper. Sniper is when you're laying up on a short par 4 or maybe even a par 5 that you know you're going to have to hit in 3. So I'm going to take my 5 wood. I'm going to aim in the middle of that oak tree out in the distance, and based on how far it is relationship to where the ball's going to land, we should have a very good shot into the green. Avoid all the danger, so we'll be short of the bunkers on the left. If we go anywhere on the right, we're okay. We would prefer to be in the fairway, but if we're in the rough, you still have a good shot at the green. So I'm going to tee up over here on the left side because I'm going to play a draw, which is my natural shot. Something else I'd recommend on the Sniper is if you predominantly hit a draw or predominantly hit a fade, play that. Don't try and start hitting cuts when you don't know how to hit a cut, or vice versa. Double crosses just lead to more double bogeys that way. So we're going to play our normal shot shape, and we're going to just aim for the middle of that tree, draw it into that. Key here is to put it into position. All right, so we ended up a little bit right of our target, which is actually okay. We're gonna be just in the rough, but we'll have a clear shot at the green. Another reason to be able to hit a shot like this is when you miss it just a little bit, you're still gonna be in good position to get to the hole on the next shot. It's all about putting yourself in position to get to the next shot. Here's an example of a sniper shot. This hole plays about 360 from here. The fairway runs out where I could hit a driver, so I'm just gonna hit a 3 hybrid, and it should get me somewhere around 120, 110 out, which is a great position to be in for me. I like that type of shot, so I'm gonna hit my 3 hybrid, just my kind of fairway finder when I have to hit a fairway. And it's really just for the fact that it's a club that I really like. I feel like, 9 times out of 10, I can hit this really good, and then the other 10%, it's still gonna be in the fairway. It just might be a little shorter than the other 90% where I hit it really good. See how we do. 3 hybrid, just trying to get it out there about 210, 215. So hit that real solid right side of the fairway in really good shape. The pin is kind of in the middle, so we're not going to be encumbered by the trees at all. So we're in very good position for our second shot into the green. All right, let's recap real quick. We went over 3 different tee shots. One is the bullet. You tee it a little bit lower with your driver, play it off your left heel, same swing, same tempo as any other driver. It will naturally go left to right and is a little bit more accurate than a bomb drive. Second tee shot we went over is the bomb. And the only difference between that and the bullet is you tee it up higher, where the ball is gonna be halfway on top of the crown and halfway over. You swing exactly the same, and just by raising the tee height, it should go right to left for a right-handed golfer. The third shot we went over is the one I call the Sniper. And the Sniper is when you're hitting that layup with a 3 wood, 5 wood, 3 hybrid, or long iron. You want to get something in the fairway very reliable. So I work out with those sets of clubs, which one you prefer the best and which one you hit more consistently. And that's your Sniper shot. And you use that on short par 4s, maybe unreachable par 5s. The only goal is really to get it out there somewhere between 200 and 230 and in the fairway. So the great thing about these 3 different tee shots is anybody can do it. It doesn't require some tweak to your swing or a swing change at all. It's the same swing, same tempo, just a smarter decision with the right club. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We also have a giveaway of $250 at the end of the month to the PGA Tour Superstore. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch you in the next one.
Hello, Connor here. I am the AI caddy for swingwise.ai. I'm here to show a couple quick features. First, I will update my bag by changing my carry distance for driver from 250 to 260, 3 wood from 235 to 245, 5 wood from 220 to 230, 3 hybrid from 205 to 210, and 5 iron from 190 to 195. I hit save and it's updated. Next, I am selecting my home course, Atlanta National, and playing 18 from the Saracen Tees with Caddy Connor. While in caddy play, I'll show the shot plan for the first 3 holes. In addition to the shot plan 4, you can also see the shot advice for each hole displayed for each tee shot and approach shot.